already spoken today, so I don't have much to add. But the reason why I think PLENT is an interesting opportunity for us to move forward is that I think that much of the basis of the crisis in Europe, particularly the fertility crisis, has to do with the fact that we have not taken gender equality seriously. And without doing that, we won't solve that crisis. We are heading for collective suicide. Also, if we look at the labor market, then it's perfectly clear that an equally shared parental leave is a necessary precondition for equality there, for equal pay on the labor market. I doubt that it is a sufficient condition, but it is an absolutely necessary condition. But the obstacles are many, and one is the very strong ideology of motherhood. We have seen in research in Iceland and in Denmark and in Finland that women who give a part of the shareable time to the father are stigmatized, that they meet with the ideas in society that this is something that a good mother does not do. She spends as much time with her child as is possible. Now it's interesting to see that we have not seen similar results in Sweden or Norway, and perhaps it has something to do with the length of the leave. And that's why I think that the length is important. Even though the men in Iceland have changed their behavior in a radical way and are today very active in the caretaking of their children, women really have not changed their behavior. They still do as they did before the change. They take not 3 months, not 6 months, but 12 months. They stay at home for 12 months. And we've seen similar things in other countries. So the length of the leave is important. Women will not, or at least few women, few mothers, will return to the labor market 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks after giving birth. So that is something we have to think about too. But I think that even without changes in the laws, we will see changes in behavior. The social roles of women have been changing, and obviously the social roles of men have to change. It's always a question of cooperation, of mutual conditioning. But I've been looking through books and manuals and magazines in Iceland in the 20th and the 21st century to see what is written about fathers and mothers, particularly in regard to small children. And for most of the 20th century, fathers are completely absent. They don't figure at all in these books or in these manuals. In the 80s, in the 70s and 80s, they begin to show up, but they are there to help the mother. It's not until the 21st century that they become independent doers in this field. And in these few years that we have had the laws on parental leave in Iceland, giving men 3 months, we have had 4 published books by young fathers telling others about their experience. 4 books in the 10 years of the 21st century compared to not a single one in all of the 20th century. So the social dialogue has begun to change, and that will help, but only up to a point. We need laws to speed up the development. And that's why I'm all for PLENT. Thank you.